The Raiders are on the clock. With the next selection, the Saints are on the clock. The New York Giants are now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. The Carolina Panthers now on the clock. It's the Bears now on the clock. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. The Las Vegas Raiders now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. Now on the clock, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock. It's the Bears now on the clock.
No problem. I won't tell you, man. I understand. I got super tired. I ended up falling asleep a little bit around 1 o'clock, but I was so much adrenaline from playing. I had to chill out for a while. We're just drafting. You notice in this draft we went all defense. That's it. I did not pick an offensive player. I picked a lineman, offensive lineman. But I'm ready to. I think the year 3 defense is going to be one of the best you'll ever see. I really do. Got all the pieces in place. At 10:30, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I had the little one. She had like a second wind, so we stayed up and watched some Jillian and Addie on YouTube for a while. So we stayed up pretty late. All right, so this is what we got. All right, middle linebacker Jack Campbell. Another middle linebacker Henry Toatoto. I hope I said that right. What's up, Smalls? We drafted a right end, Derek Hall. Right outside linebacker, DeMarvion Overshone. Right tackle, Wanya Morris. Left outside linebacker, Savostia Dennis. Defensive tackle, DJ Dale. And left tackle, Richard Gage. Basically, I'm going to cut this off-season clip into just who we drafted. So we had 32nd pick. I did manage to trade a few picks and get some second-round picks, so that actually helped us. First round, I really don't worry about because that's the most expensive. Dang, Smalls, you better charge that. I was debating we'll probably end up go ahead and play first preseason game. I don't usually play them, but with this young team, I definitely want to play for sure. Oh yeah, we also picked up Bobby Wagner to a 1 year deal, just as a mentor to Sanborn and the rest of the young guys we got. So that should be we got a slew of young bucks on this defense that are just ready to go. Sanborn will be ready, I think, after this year. And we got Hightower and Wagner leading the way in the middle. Continue that tradition of middle linebackers in Chicago. Cornerback's pretty solid. We did sign Sean Murphy Bunning to a couple of years. He's got a 79 overall. So I think that's going to be our nickelback. So the secondary gets a lot better as well. Eddie Jackson, still the stable out there at free safety. Jaquan Brisker, he's definitely going to be here for a while. Wide receivers, still pretty much the same. I'd like to squeeze in Velus Jones Jr. in the slot a little bit this year because of his speed. But pretty much the same. And I hope we can continue growing with Fields into a passer. He's now right at, 89. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 93 agility, change of direction, 92. Awareness is up to a 77. Short accuracy, 94. Middle, 86. Deep accuracy, 92. And on the run, 90. So he's growing. This will be his 4th year now. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to play at least one preseason game. I'd like to see how the defense. I'm actually going to play a little bit of it here in a minute. I want to see how the year 3 defense is. We should be pretty good. We got a bunch of guys locked up. That's the plan. I'm going to play first preseason game though. What's going on, Britton? How you doing? Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, we did. Probably a couple days ago we reached that. Definitely a big milestone in the channel. Oh, we got a new kicker this year. That'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and play the first preseason game. Let's get this on our way. Let's go. I can't say. I got the video up, and I got some people that said don't say. I don't want to spoil it. I do got the video up, though, if you want to take a look at it. The highlights. I know everybody should be happy, I think. We'll say that.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Could be worse, but I feel like, no, never mind. This is the worst.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
He came through the nice pass breakup there. Fortunately, he was on the spot. He's only got enough to prevent the first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Throwing Jones. Pressure and he's taking.
Look at that defense fighting through there. Let's go, man.
So getting in there to bring him down. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot.
Great coverage. Let's go. That was an easy drive for the D.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the...
Man, Monty looking in regular season form already with that straight arm.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On first down, it's Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a give to Herbert. And a good push.
Man, this combo is going to be gosh, they're going to be tough this year again. I can tell.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
On first down, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Handoff for Herbert.
My gosh, what a run by Herbert. First preseason touchdown. Let's go.
Khalil Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0.
I can't say over the stream. I promised people that I wouldn't. Gonna have to take a look at the video. I actually uploaded the highlights, so it's like a shorter version. But it's definitely worth watching, I can tell you that. Pretty impressive showing.
Risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw again on second down, Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We always talk about the guy who came off the play.
What's up, Crazy? How you doing?
How about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run. And the football.
I'm doing good, man. Just playing the first preseason game. I want to see how good the defense is. Offense, I already know what I got. Defense, I've added a couple new rookies and stuff. Flat.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on
I've been having to say this all morning. Sorry, buddy. I'm not going to make an announcement on the live stream. You're going to have to take a look at the video. I actually cut the highlights of it up. So that video is up if you want to take a look at it. It's worth watching, man, if you're a fan, for sure.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones now on 3rd down. Looking in zone.
All right, good knockout out there by the safety. Let's go, man. Let's go.
And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Sanders' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. Open man.
Nice catch out there by Claypool. Way to go.
Take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields going to hold on to it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll run. It's Herbert. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. $10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
Come on, come on.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Get it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down, Herbert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Perkins. And he is in.
What a run right there. Let's go. Wow, Perkins.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side, past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Up the middle they go. Herbert, and the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new 7 downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, it's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Hold it ready.
To throw is Perkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On second down now, Herbert. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Perkins. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, so they see.
Hey, how's it going? Doing all right?
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. They find some open field here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off-play action. Perkins. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On the 6.
Back to throw. Perkins. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Got his man, and it's caught.
What a catch. Touchdown.
O.J. Howard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. New England's offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Taking it about the 36. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing to start the drive, Perkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it. And I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Stevenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going.